Hello everybody, it is the weekend, although you might not think that because, as I've said in the first video of today, I might be over the course of this weekend, I might be wearing all the same stuff. Believe it or not, Friday was a big record session for me. I recorded about 9, maybe 10 videos, and it was a long day, so there's a lot of things to cover. So I thought I'd do the grind show. I didn't want to let anybody disappointed. There are people that like this show, so I want to continue on. And yeah, we've got to get into what's happening next week in game. Of course, this show would not be possible without the amazing work of Dan and Frontline MCOC. Go and check out the MCOC calendar. Myself and Dan do a podcast, but we've both been incredibly busy, so we've been trying to coexist with our busy schedules. We will be recording at some point. It's just a case of like we're busy and sometimes trying to force this to like just go, well, we must record now. It's just like it's nice when we're both kind of chill and we can actually kind of record it because then you get the best out of both of us. Any case, let's make like a salad and let us begin. Ha ha ha, very funny. Right, so Saturday, today, anything happening? Not so much. The only thing that will be happening will be an alliance war for those that participate, getting involved with the season, and all those lovely things as well. Good luck to everybody in their season participation, wherever you are and whatever you're doing currently at the moment. On Sunday, anything happening? Well, not so much. Okay, well, there is stuff coming. There's an AQ enlistment for those that participate and get involved with AQ. You can enlist for it, of course. As soon as it ends, a new cycle will begin again, and all go and enlist. Tier 4 basic arena will be the one that will be on. So if you want to grab yourself 30 extra units, go and do that. That is indeed Sunday. I would say get as much cleared. If you're looking to get involved with Act 8.2, get a lot of things cleared over the weekend and going into early next week before the content drops on Wednesday, because look, it means that you're fresh. And I would say, you know, prepare for, do arena grinding as well, get units, because we'll probably see Paragon crystals at some stage next month, so prepare. Monday now, and this is always very good when a Monday comes around because things are able to reschedule. No, limits are able to be reset, right? And when things reset, it means that things like Battlegrounds store reset. So make sure to kind of spend all your hard-earned trophy tokens. I must do that. I must spend my trophy tokens. I got a rather large amount. I need to kind of do something, not super amounts, but kind of like large enough to kind of like get something good. The Black Ocean Market resets, and I think this week is a no-go when it comes to the purchase limit. It's there's probably stuff that it's probably important to kind of like look at when it's resetting, and there's some helpful stuff in the sigil. I mean, I don't spend, so there's nothing really that concerns me. Also, we will have an alliance war that will be on again, very important because we're coming into business end of the season, especially coming into that last kind of, I cannot believe like we're coming to an end of an alliance war season. I know it's a weird thing to say, got at the point of recording this video, it's 11 days, but it's like, before you know it, it's going to be 7 days, and then it's going to be over. I know we're talking about season 42. That's how crazy. Time goes so quickly when it comes to game, what you want to achieve with it. What else is happening on Monday? Well, we're going to have a round 2 of Shocker and Hela. I think this arena, Shocker, is going to be very, very interesting. And also a lot of players are going to go grind it. I also think the Hela arena is going to be interesting as well, because I think it's going to go low. We'll see about the results on Monday. Come to the MCN on a Monday, and we'll hopefully get some good results for you and information to go for round 2. There's also going to be a start to your AQ cycle. As I said, as soon as it starts, as soon as it ends, is as soon as it ends, and as soon as it starts. So yeah, look out for the start and then a future end of that particular event. Now on to Tuesday, the British Day of Chewing. There's not a lot going on, except for Shuri is going to be entering into the basic pool. This will be important for anybody using things that are holding those Abyss crystals. You know, I'm talking the Abyss level, I'm talking like choosing champions here. Or any kind of like class-specific Nexus, or even those that are doing dual class in order to get an opportunity to get Shuri. But that's just the thing as well, like her entering the basic pool will like be some people's interest, others not. She has recently got a buff. I've not been able to cover that buff, which is really annoying, but you know, things happen. But yeah, go and check her out when she's in the basic pool, see if you want to pull her. You know, again, up to you on that one. Over to Wednesday. What is going on Wednesday? Not a lot, except for, well, the week 3 of the objectives, and that's going to be important as well, because I'm sure some spicy items are going to be in those objectives. And of course, we'll be covering the final code to unlock the final zone. And also, we'll be talking about some of the best practices when it comes to like choice hoarding those Sinister keys, which I'm personally doing, and looking at refocusing them. You were given 2 extra keys, so that's great. That helps out. But also, yeah, just you can make a choice of where you want to go, what you want to do. You have enough keys to do 2 difficulties, but you may want to spread them across some lower difficulties to scoop some extra stuff. I've got a theory crafting video on that one with some data, which is going to be out tomorrow. Shout out to Kat Murdoch, which you know, she's been able to get some great info for us. The other thing that's happening on Wednesday, of course, is the launch of Act 8.2. Act 8.2 does get its launch finally, and we'll all be racing in order to kind of get the decent rewards that come from it. I'm hopefully, fingers crossed, going to be live streaming it. I've got a very big deadline that's got to be hit next week, and I'm thinking that it's going to be I'm going to try and find some time. I might go with a lower recording and uploading schedule next week, but yeah, as soon as I have made a decision of what I want to do, I do want to live stream when this goes live. Probably won't be for a huge amount of time because, well, I want to get to sleep, get an early night because I'll have other work to do, not MCOC and YouTube work. I've got another job if anybody doesn't know already. So that's what I'll be kind of like focusing on. In any case, I digress. Act 8.2 should launch at hopefully 10 AM PST. We'll have to check that out. And the final thing should hopefully be a Battlegrounds Season 7. Now, the 3rd video on the channel today is a Season 7 meta video. Really cool spreadsheet that comes with it. I'm pretty happy with how the video came out and some of the talking points and options and counters for that. So look out for that later on. So that's going to be dropping. Now on to Thursday, coming into the end of the week. Is there anything that's going to be dropping? Well, not sure. Well, yes, I do know what's happening. It'd be kind of weird if I didn't know. So Alliance War. Okay, so Alliance War is again entering into that business side of things, in that it will be one of the last 3 wars next week. God damn, time goes on. Time really goes on. It really does. But yeah, okay, so that's going to be dropping. There's also going to be a Class Catalyst Arena, so look out for the Class Catalyst Arena that will drop. And again, if you want to 30 units, do it. If you don't, whatever, it's all good. There's also going to be a spot arena, so for those that, like myself, do not have the luxury of a beautiful spotty spots, then you can get an opportunity to get them if you want to grind out exponentially in the arena. Look, here's the thing, like, I don't normally go for getting champions in arena, but a lot of decent champions seem to be entering it, especially when it comes to metas for Battlegrounds. I've been really unfortunate with trying to pull him from the featured, and yeah, so I'm just kind of like just go sadly on to the next featured. Oh, and before I forget, I have a hunch and a funny feeling that we might see a Sinister 6 related either selector or crystal or some kind of like champion from the Sinister 6 in the arena. That is just a hunch. I don't know if it's 100% to be true, but you never know at the end of the day. And we end up on Friday, which will be not much to anything except for this Gwempool Bobble Bauble Blowout event, which is essentially spring cleaning. This will be the event that will more than likely kind of make you go, okay, well, this is it. This is going to have free-to-play elements to it, which is good. We're going to cover the stuff on the channel as well, so look out for that. I might do a guide for it. I don't know. I may do an extra tab to the April side quest guide, which is now being updated. A lot of people have come up to view that guide, so that spreadsheet. So thanks very much for the support on that one. But yeah, that's the only thing I know about. There may be something, maybe not. I'll likely just be covering on the channel some Act 8.2 related stuff, as I'm going to be focusing more on the exploration side of things because I don't know what the offer is going to be, and if I need something like 10k units, which God help me if I can get that in that time, which I probably won't be able to. But, you know, if I leave it there for another month and grind out 10,000 units, it could be advantageous to me, and you as well. I don't know, but we'll have to see. So, where do we end this video? Grind tip of the week. I would say it's probably best to grind units and hoard units and just farm units. That's basically it. There is and are things coming up that if you don't know already, you're going to really need to kind of... I needed to do a video this week. I haven't had the time to do it, to look at prepping units for stuff. And I need to like grind units myself. But this is the thing. Auto fighting lower content. Getting in that solo event on a daily basis is going to be so important to grab as many units as possible. that's just the thing. Like, I try to make a beeline to grab those units. Like, it's so important. I mean, look, if I miss up on that, like, hopefully I'm just going to do that last part of that level up in a minute. But 25 units there. 10 of those solo events is 250 units. 100 of them is 2,500. They add up over time, and you might be like, oh, well, that's three months worth, or a little bit less than 3 months worth of solo events. They add up. It's important. You got the revive. You've got the health potion, the level 2 revive. Really, really handy. Really, really helpful. And as well, do an arena. I know people don't like it, but it's important. The same thing with doing some of the lower content. If you've done things like Thronebreaker difficulty and you've got nothing else to do, start auto fighting through lower content and grab those units. I've started to do it. You can see there. I will need to do more. I've done a good chunk of proven, got some units. I need to start with. We've done a little bit of Conqueror, a little bit of Proven, and Contender. Sorry, those particular ones that I need to do Contender, actually, funny enough, and kind of get that done. But that's where I'm up to with kind of giving you advice on that. It's important to grab units, especially with Act 8.2 offers on the way, July 4th deals on the horizon, and these Paragon crystals on the horizon as well. It's going to suck, especially if you're non-spending and don't have a huge amount of units and can't invest a lot of time to this. But I would say with Arena reset timers, it's going to be helpful. It's not going to be brilliant, but it was going to be helpful to get milestones. And that's the thing. If you're annoyed about the way that those changes have kind of like helped arena grinders, those that go for champions, then at least look at the fact that positive is that put some arena boosts on, go and use some champions, and then get to the milestones. Milestones are the key, and pop open some of those battle chips, and as you may get some units from that one as well. So yeah, that's been it. That's been a video. Thank you very much for watching. Good luck next week, whatever you're grinding out, especially if it's Act 8.2 or anything else, and I'll see you all very soon. Much love. Have a great weekend. Bye bye.